Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. We are working in the Midnight Garden mini album, the Glassine Bag printable mini album, and we've gotten this far so far. We've done the covers and we've done the first page setup. We've done just a little bit of tags, just a teeny little bit of embellishing, and we've got the back pocket and all of that jazz. So if you want to see how we've got to this point so far, I will put a clickable link up here for the playlist specifically for this mini album. So we are using the Prima Midnight Garden. I have an Amazon link specifically for this album as well. That will be down in the Show More section. If you want to check out any of the products that you see, I will try to link just about everything I can find, and if I can't find that exact thing, I will do the equivalent of. So go to that list and you will find anything and everything that I use, hopefully. And it is entitled the Midnight Garden Glassine Bag mini album as well. So my templates are available in my Etsy shop. And don't forget to thumbs up this video if you are enjoying this mini album series. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification. And then I think you have to now make sure that you turn those notifications on, I don't know. It's like they keep adding more steps, and it just makes it more complicated. But if you do that, you are least likely to miss the videos in order. But if you do, again, there is a playlist where we start from the beginning and work our way down. So the first video in that playlist is the introduction to the templates, and then there's the what we're using. And I'm not sure, where I make the workbook. There is a video on how I made this exact workbook. All of that is in that playlist. So if you need to skip the first 3 videos, if you've already seen those, it's like 3 or 4 where we start working on the cover. Okay, so let me tell you, I'm going to scoot this aside. We're going to work on the next set of pages, the next little fin that we have here. I've already printed off some things, and I haven't thought it all the way through. I think that's a new thing I've been doing. not thinking all the way through. But I've printed off page number 9, which is, this is a main base page, style C. I printed off number 9 with the coffee stained background and the collage number 2 background. I printed both off because I think I'm going to use one of each to create the page. I think that's what I'm going to do. I also wanted to clarify for you guys, I am recording these videos ahead of time, so I literally just released the new background designs like this past weekend. So I'm not sure when you're going to see these videos, but it's probably been about a month now. But there's been a lot of questions about the templates. All of my templates come with a free set of plain templates and a guide if that template has a guide. Those are free bonuses from me with your purchase of your background choice. So you can't buy any of it separately. You can't just buy the plain, you can't just buy the background design. It comes as a package deal. Nothing comes separately. In the case with the Glassine Bag mini album, you get an extra set of the coffee stains. Every background purchase that you make. So if you bought the collage number 2 background design, you also got the coffee stained background design as well. If you bought the script, the very first one that I released way back last year in November, you also got a free set of the coffee stained background design. So I just wanted to clarify that, and that's how the templates are available. So I printed off 2 of page number 9, one in the collage number 2 and one in the coffee stained. And this is white cardstock. This is 110 pound white cardstock from Staples. I like it because it's strong and it's smooth and it's cardstock. They also have a cover stock and it's kind of rough and I don't like it. It's a little bit lighter, but it's lighter in weight, but I don't like it as much. I like the cardstock. And then I also, I got a Post-it note. Then I also printed page number 11 just in the plain. So this is a perfect example of how this is what you get with one purchase. So if you ordered the collage number 2 background design in the Glassine mini album, the Glassine Bag mini album, you get all 3. You get the collage, you get the coffee, you get the plain. You get all 3 sets of templates plus the set for the guidebook that has the wording on it, okay? But anyway, okay, so then I printed page number 11. This is pockets, flip outs, and flaps. It's just a smaller smaller page. So we're going to use this as well, I think. So that's all I've printed off, and that's all I've got so far. So I'm going to move these out of the way just for a minute. I'm going to move the workbook out of the way. And I think what we'll do is we're going to cut one of each one of these out. We're going to cut, let me just go ahead and get my paper trimmer. This is a Fiskars Precision paper trimmer. Alright, first I'm going to separate these two. And I'm going to put this piece in my stash of things I can use in a minute. Move my little album there. So far so good, you guys, on this sticking to the cover. Just wanted to kind of update you on that. So I've got that piece. And then I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to separate these two pieces and put this one up. And I think what I'm going to do is, for the coffee stained one, first I'm going to go ahead and trim the belly band off. It's just easier when you got a bigger sheet to trim the smaller pieces off. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that aside. But for this one, I think I'm going to trim all of the tabs off. So I'm just going to go all the way around and trim off all the tabs. Okay, so I've got one fully cut out. And then again for this, I'm going to go ahead and cut this belly band out. I felt like something was on my foot. And I'm going to put the belly band aside. So for this one, I'm going to cut both of these short tabs off. And leave the two long ones. Just like that. Okay. Sorry about that. You probably didn't know. I probably cut it out, but I just had a little sneezy fit. Okay, so for page 11, I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and trim the tickets off of the top here. These would fit perfectly inside like this little removable tag pocket. So these little tickets, that's the kind of thing that I intended for that little pocket. But we're not going to do that right now. But it's just an idea. Just throwing that out there. But I'm going to put these aside. Alright, and then once again, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim the belly bands away. These little belly bands fit specifically on this page size. Okay, I'm going to set these aside. I might use one of these, or I might use some of the belly bands we just cut away. Alright, so for one of these, let me think about what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm going to make it a flip down pocket, I believe. So for one of these, I'm going to leave three of the tabs on, and I'm going to take one of the long tabs off. Like that. And then I'm going to separate it from this other one. So you're left with that. And then for this other piece, I think what I'm going to do is cut one of the long tabs off. And then take both of the short tabs off. Alright, I think I'm doing this right. If not, we can print another one. I just printed the oh, I almost cut that wrong. Since I just printed it out plain, we're going to mat this front and back. You know, this little pocket here, front and back. So So now I'm going to grab my scoreboard. This is a We Are Memory Keepers scoreboard. And I'm going to grab a stylus. This is an EK Tool stylus. And I'm going to score all of my tabs here. Oh, it looks like I can. This tab has some extra on the side here. I can go ahead and just trim some of that away. So I'm just going to take it and score all 3 of these tabs, this tab, and those 2 tabs. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is I'm going to put some tape on here before we do any burnishing of anything. I'm trying to find my tape. This one here is scrapbook.com's 1/4 inch tape. I like score tape as well. I will have score tape linked in my Amazon list. I was going to say, did I grab that? Okay, so I am now going to just put some tape on all 3 of these tabs. And since I haven't cut those corners out yet, you don't have to be super precise, but you don't need to go straight up to that scored edge. You know, this little part right there that we just scored. You do not need to go right up to that. As a matter of fact, it's better if you come away just a little. And then on this tab, let's see, yeah. We're going to put the tape on the side again. Maybe, if I can find my edge. So yeah, this past weekend was just, it was actually National Scrapbook Day weekend, so that's where we're at the moment. And then on this one, once again, we're going to put tape on both of these tabs. Oops. And these are Tim Holtz tonic scissors. Okay, so I'm going to put the tape up for now. Alright, so now I think let's go ahead and start by prepping all of these folds, and then burnishing them so they're good and crisp. Oh, I guess I should snip this off first. Okay, hang on, let's go back. We want to go ahead and tab. Don't go past your score though. Do not pass up your score in this cut. You want to start at the corner and tab it over, but do not cut your score mark. Same for all of these. And then again, I'm going to try to go straight across to cut out of the bulk this time, just to see. We're going to see if we like that better. I mean, you could do it either way. You could cut it exactly the way my template has it and overlap it, or you can cut it straight across like I just did. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and prep the rest of these. So since there's a lot of people, there's a lot of fellow crafters online this past weekend doing videos, I got to see quite a few different people and different techniques and stuff, and everybody has their thoughts, and that's one of the things that's just great about crafting, is you do it exactly the way you want to do it. I think before we attach anything, I'm going to go ahead and ink my edges. So I'm using Archival Ink in Coffee by Ranger, and a blending to, So I'm just going to take off those white edges from where I cut this paper down on this one. I may even ink the back side, just in case you see it. Just on the one end, and hopefully, well, I may not remember that was the end I chose. Look at all my little bits that come off. Probably can you even see it? You might be able to. So for this pocket, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to pretty much take off that white edge, and when you bend the paper over, sometimes there's a bit of you know, where the toner, like for laser, the toner might come off just a little bit, or inkjet or something, depending on your printer. All right, so then this one, I think I'm just gonna ink this back. I can't decide which way I want to attach this down, so I'm just gonna go ahead and ink it just in case. It just takes a minute, no big deal. Okay, I'm gonna ink this cut edges really quick. And I chose the background designs that didn't have any direction. That way, no matter what I did, I'm not going to mess it up. So, alright, so this is going to be the back side of the page, and this is going to be the front. So we're going to be working on the front first. So I want to add this on to the back of this page. So what I'm going to do is take the backing off of this tape, right, and then I'm just going to line it up without going over the score. You could use a glue stick in this instance if you needed a little more wiggle room, or you could use liquid glue, right? Okay, so it looks like that. So this is the page. So this part is going to be attached back here. So you won't see that tab that we just attached to the back there. So now we have this part. I'm going to go ahead and give that a good burnish. And then this piece here is going to attach down there like that. But first I'm going to put a magnet here because I'm going to make sure that it doesn't flop around because it's going to be folding down. So I want to go ahead and add a magnet. Oh, I don't have to. I can add the magnet back here under the mat. Let's do that. Let's do that instead. That way it doesn't interfere with the inserts at all. Whoa, where am I going? I was just creeping away from you. Okay. So I'm just going to match this up. And just one corner here. All the way down to the side. All the way over. It should match up just perfectly, and it does. Sorry about that. Alright, so now we've got a pocket here, and it's going to flip down, and then this is going to be a page, and then this is going to attach to here. Okay, so now I'm going to add a magnet to this side so that I can add a magnet to the back side before I attach these two together. Yes. Now what did I do with my magnets? Oh, here they are. These are 5/16 by 1/32 of an inch magnets. These are from the Magnet Baron. I will put a link down below. But you could also use basic gray, or you can use those ones from the Home Depot. Do I have the package? I used to have the packages sitting right here. I'll have to remember to get those out, and then I can show you next time we use the magnets. Alright, so I'm just going to put a dot of glue. This is just wet glue. This is art glitter glue. Nothing fancy. And I think I'm just going to just pick a spot. Doesn't even matter. Oops. And try to pick up the magnet. And I'm just going to glue that down. But I am going to put a piece of just clear Scotch tape over top, just for now. Alright, and so then I should be able to just pick this magnet up. Now that it's closed, I should be able to pick this magnet up. Just like that. I'm going to actually glue it too. I'm going to put a circle around that. And then I'm going to put some glue there. Boop. Yeah, just like that. And once again, I put a piece of tape. So let's put it this way. Okay. So now that isn't flopping around anywhere, which is wonderful. Okay, now let's add it to this. So I'm going to go ahead, that looks kind of weird, and take the backing off of this. And it doesn't matter, there's really not a direction on this collage, but I'm just going to match up a corner and work it all the way down. Flip this around, do the same thing, match up the corner, walk it all the way down, and, oops, sorry you guys, and burnish. And burnish. Alright, I'm going to, just in case, I'm going to ink up these edges a little bit. Okay, so there's the back, there's the front, and then there's the back. Okay. So, in order to add this into the book, we are just going to slide it over top, just like that, over top of that fin. So I'm going to take the backing off of just one side, and since this is the page and we're adding it into the binding, I'm going to add a little bit of wet glue. Oops, did I get it on the other side? Geez. And I'm just going to slide this over top of that, not going all the way down. I'm going to keep it up just slightly, maybe. Come on. Where's the hang up coming from, you guys? And I'm a little shaky, of course. Alright, let's move things around so I can see it. I'm trying to hold it open and slide it over top of that fin and keep you guys in the loop here. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so again, I'm like 1/32 of an inch away from the binding score, just like I did on this previous page. So I'm going to make sure that's pressed down. I'm going to flip it over here. I'm going to reach in and try to grab that before it closes. Just a little bit of glue, just for that extra bit of support. So now that page is added in. So this flips down, and here's a pocket. Oh, here's a pocket, and this flips down. There's a pocket, and that flips over. So I was thinking about adding a belly band here. I was thinking about it, but let's go ahead and mat. Let's go ahead and mat this, or let's go ahead and get the mat ready for this. So this is page number 22. From my shades of color. Remember we're using, whoa. Remember we're using shade number 22 and shade number 15? No, that's, yeah, shade number 15 and shade number 22. So I'm going to use the shade number 22. This is from our scraps that we have from other pages. And I'm going to get the mat for that page, which is on page 12M, but I have it already cut out so I can trace it easily in my workbook. And I'm just going to lay this on here. I don't guess it really matters. I'm trying to get the most out of my paper here. So I'm just going to lay this on here, trace it out, cut it out, and ink it up, and then I will be back. Okay, so I've got that piece inked up, so it's going to go right there. But I think I am going to do a belly band, so I went ahead and cut this. Came from the same page as this, the flip down pocket here, come from the same page. So I just went ahead and scored it, inked it, and put tape on either side. So I was thinking about doing a belly band, kind of off center, maybe not 100% center, and we could have some tags here or something. What do we think? I just think it might be kind of cute. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the backing off here. I'm going to add this before I add the mat to that page, just so we can hide these little tabs underneath it. So I'm just going to guess. I'm just going to guesstimate. How about right here? Of where I think I might. Ooh, I might want to try to make sure it's straight though, because it doesn't matter. Okay, so we got that down. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to stick this back in here, I think. No, I'm just going to have to be careful. Is that crooked? I feel like it's a little crooked. Did I already burnish that down? It is crooked. Let me see if I can get it at. This is just a spatula type deal. Yeah, okay. And now I'm going to try to straighten that back up. Is that better? Yeah. That was easy fix. Easy fix. Burnish it back. Alright, so now I'm going to add glue all the way around the edges of this piece. Just a little in the middle. And be careful, but slide this under there. Whoa, come on. Right, that looks good. Except I left a fingernail mark right there. Perfect. Scratched the ink off of there. Right, so now I've got that. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get on 12M. I'm gonna go ahead and get the mat for the belly band, which is right here. I wonder where my mat for my ticket went. Did I not cut one out? That's so odd. It might have fallen off. I mean, might have. Okay, so there's the mat for that. So I was thinking, so the mat for the belly band should fit on your small cut-off pieces. And if you don't know what that is, when we cut our 12 by 12 paper down to run through the printer, for me, you get a large cut-off piece and you get a small cut-off piece. Well, the small cut-off piece can mat this, which would be cool, right? And then the large cut-off piece can mat this. So let me see. I think that's what I want to do. So I'm going to go, this is a sleeve from my Scrapper Keeper, and we've only printed on one 12 by 12 so far, but I think I could just go ahead and mat the back side of this with this large cutoff piece. So since we've started this album, you guys, we've only cut into 3 12 by 12 pieces of patterned paper so far. So that is pretty good. All right, cut that off. All right, see, that could go there. That looks so pretty. I feel like it's upside down now. Right, that could go there. Right, pretty. Move that out of the way. And then this piece, it doesn't even matter which part because there's not a pattern really, you know, that's up or down or a certain color. It looks like all the bluish color was cut off of the small cut off piece. Right, and so that can go there. Yeah. I like it. What do you guys think? So I'm going to get my sleeve back out because I've got spots for these because I know that that's my small cutoff piece and then this is the large cutoff piece. So I have those specifically sorted out from the rest of the bunch so that I know what size those two are. It's just easy for me that way. All right, I'm going to ink both of those pieces up. and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and glue them down with the art glitter glue. Whoa, nice. Look at there. I am all kinds of wrong. I think I've got my book too far away from me. I can't. Okay. There's that piece. Boy, it grabs super quick, don't it? That art glitter glue. And then let's go ahead and add this piece. I'm going to put some glue around here just so that it doesn't get pulled away from the magnet. All right, I'll put that down. Perfect. Okay. So the side pocket insert here can be the same as we did last time. I haven't decided yet, and it does stick out past the page, so that's the way it's supposed to look. So if you wanted to, you could do that, but I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do, and I might do that in the next video. I don't know. I haven't decided quite yet. So we already have some things cut out from other pages, so I was thinking about using some of those bits and pieces. Oh, like we can't use that envelope. Now, I guess we could if we really wanted to. We could use that envelope there, but I don't think I'm going to. So I've got those. I've also got these. These are just printed the plain. What did we use in this last time? We used this. This was the tag that we cut from here. So I've got these as well. And then we've got little pockets. And then we've got 3 mini glassine bags we could use if we wanted to. But I'm not going to. I don't want to cover that belly band completely up. But I think this would be cute here. And I also think that if we use this as the insert here, right, we could do that. Maybe we could have, no, I don't know. I kind of like it just like that. Just having the one sticking up. But it might be fun to have another couple inserts here. So let me go ahead and cut. This is from page 15. Let me go ahead and cut just this one here out. I guess we could have that there. And let me move these. I don't think we're going to use any of these right now. Put those. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then remember, we've got our end stats that we printed out. We've got the collage and the ledger, which we might use one of these. All right, so let me grab the mats for these. We can mat these. So page 15, I need the mat for this one. I need the mat for, where's the other page at? This one. Need the mat for that. And that might be it. Oh no, we've got that one. Got that one too. And here's the mat for that. Right down here. Okay. So we've got some paper scraps. The biggest one is going to be the hardest one to cover, I think. We got some regular just white. Those are too small, I think. None of these scraps are big enough to mat anything, so I'm going to put that drawer back up. But we do have journaling cards. We got the 4x6 journaling cards, and we got the 3x4 journaling cards. Yeah, the 3x4 will work on the smaller one. Did I grab that? Did I not grab that one? I thought I did. Oh, here it is. Right, so we could use that if we wanted to. It won't work on here, but it will work. This big pad, it'll work. The other one will work. So let's start with the big tag here. So we can journal on one side, and then on the other, we can add a piece of just pattern paper where we could put pictures or even more journaling. Let's use this one. So we use that one for that. And then for this one, I have some of the, this one is number 15. I wonder if that piece, yep, we can mat that with that. Okay, that's left over from other things. And so then we need this one. So let's use this one. For now. See what that looks like. So if I put this on here and trace it out. Alright, everything is cut out, inked up. I'm just going to go ahead and attach everything down. Just using the art glitter glue. One, have it facing that away, and then the back side of this tag is this pink. Oh, I went ahead and traced one more for the smaller tag for the back side. I felt like we needed a little pop of color, so I went ahead and did that. And none of the what are those called? Journaling cards had a nice pop of color, so alright, let's put this on one side, flip it over, put this on the other. Just like that. So we're going to have one facing this way and one facing this way, like that. Whoa. So now we just need some hoe reinforcements and some pulls. So I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but I am trying to show you guys that you don't have to, you know, mat every single page, or you don't have to print every single page out onto pattern paper, or you don't have to print out the background design pattern onto everything. You can just do all different ways. So like this one, for example, I printed the background design out onto paper and then I matted the backside. I could have simply printed off on the backside this color. I didn't have to mat it, but it does add interest that way. So you can look at it that way. But it's fun just to do it. It just, you know, if everything is not the same, there's something cohesive about that. Does that make sense? Although it would look fantastic if you printed it all out onto white cardstock and then matted everything. That would look just as awesome as anything else. So it doesn't really matter. Okay. So I was just thinking that little belly band needed something. I was thinking about adding this key. What do you guys think? I mean, looking up in the monitor, I can't really see it like I thought I would be able to. So this is just, you know, my rusted bits that I have. I have a video on how I did that. How I rusted all of my little things. The same keys that I've used in the past, I don't know how many videos, or how many series, you know, how many albums. I've got the butterflies, the Tim Holtz butterflies. Something like that. I don't know. Let's see. I like that one the best so far. Or should I stick something behind it? Like I've got this scrap paper. But then again, I would just be covering this piece right up just to add a key. You know what I mean? About adding a piece of vellum and then the key. It might be kind of cool. So these vellum sheets are from the flowers that we got with the collection. You know, that might be kind of cool to have that laying over top like that, and then the key over top of that. Just for it to stand out a little bit and give it a little depth. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens. What the heck? Why not? Let me get I already put the matte templates back up for that, so let me find it again. There it is. Right? That might be kind of cool, you guys. Maybe not. We'll see. But I just wanted to add something to that belly band that wasn't like interactive, you know, because we've got so many pockets and tags right there. And then we could just glue it down right underneath where we think that key's going to be. Or we can glue the key down first and then glue that vellum down. I like it. We're doing it. We're doing it. I think. Let me ink this just a little bit. And we don't even have to, right, if we just glue it down right underneath where the key's going to be, then we can give it some, like, we can crumple up the edges. We can give it some texture. So, yeah. So I'm just going to use the art glitter glue, and I'm just going to find points on the key that I think will touch the vellum. Well, it looks like I got it all. Okay. I'm going to try to put this on here right the first time. And just to have it like straight up and down might be kind of cool. Right? So then we can just glue it right underneath the key. I kind of like that. I like that. Alright. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing. Do, 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 do. Okay, so while this was drying, I really do like the way that turned out. I really think that it looks really cute. And I like the layered look. And we could even, like, you know, mess this up even more. Crack it and bend it and, you know, just so we know for sure that that is a layer. I like it. Yeah. What do we think? I think it turned out super cute. I like it a lot. Okay, so while that was drying, I went ahead and did the side pocket insert. Now the reason I went ahead and did it, I'll walk you through what I did, is because we've already done it once in this video. So it's the same thing. I did the exact same thing, except I shall tell you the differences. The actual side pocket insert is on page 13, right? So I printed page 13 off in the ledger. So this is the other part of page 13, the little envelope there. So I just printed that off on the ledger, right? The ledger background, which it looks really cool. And then I matted the inside, not even all the way, with a scrap of one of the shades of color. The number 22, is it the 22? I think it's 22. Let me double check so I'm not telling you wrong. Gotta find it first. Hold on. Yeah. With a scrap of number 22 from the shades of color. So I just traced it out, traced the mat out, and not even the whole piece. See, it stops right there, right? And so I glued it together, and then I just used the Vintage Photo Hole Reinforcements. Oh, and then that one's the walnut stain and just the natural baker's twine. right? So then I printed off page 15. So I printed off page 15 in the coffee stained background, and I cut this top one off here, and I didn't even mat it. I'm just gonna leave it as is for now. So I printed that off, and it just is a really sweet side pocket insert, don't you think? It's got a lot of potential for a lot of pictures, a lot of writing, and that kind of jazz. So I think that is all we're gonna do today in this video. So be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And there might be some other videos here on the screen that you might enjoy watching. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.